Hello, everybody on the Master Shah TaoCentreToronto Facebook page, and welcome to experience the power of the Wellness Boost. And we are so grateful to each of you for joining us today. And thank you so much for sharing. We welcome you to share in the comments. Where are you joining us from? What inspired you to come today? And if this is new for you, welcome. You are in for a treat. This hour is all about experience the power of the Wellness Boost, which is one of our signature programs at the Master Shah Tao Center Toronto. And it is my greatest honor and privilege to introduce to you one of our leading master teacher healer practitioners here at the Master Shah Tao Center Toronto. He has personally trained and assisted in training over 6,000 soul healing practitioners and teachers all around the world. He has been featured in many different news outlets across North America and Europe. He is one of our leading master teacher healer practitioners here at the Master Shah Tao Center Toronto and globally for the Tao Academy, certified through the Tao Academy, and also author of Divine Joy. So let me welcome Francisco Quintero.
So thank you, Alexia, and welcome everybody. So take a moment to say hello, go to the live stream, go to the Facebook chat and just say hello. Tell us where you're from. We would love to hear from you, and also share, why are you here? What is it that you would like to take from this session? So this session is going to focus on how do we enhance our wellness? How can we heal? How can we transform our lives? And we're going to share with you one of our signature programs here in Toronto, the Wellness Program, which is very critical in healing and transforming your life. So for those of you, I'm going to share a little bit about myself and my journey of doing daily practices as it connects to my healing journey. So I met Dr. and Master Jikang Shah about 20 years ago. At that time, I was suffering from high blood pressure and used the techniques that you're going to learn in the wellness program to be able to heal yourself, to be able to transform your life. So I used these techniques, and within 1 year's time, I was able to transform my blood pressure, which was 190/90. And at that time, when I met Dr. and Master Jikang Shah, this was all very new to me. I was not used to like energy practices, spiritual practices, but I was suffering from high blood pressure, so I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to empower myself. I saw my mom suffer also from high blood pressure and the medication she was taking. So I thought, well, maybe there's something different that I can do. And that's when I came across these practices that I'm going to share with you today, and just a little taste today. And what was important is that in my healing journey is that I was doing daily consistent practice. I was practicing 1 hour a day for a whole year. So it wasn't I just didn't heal my blood pressure like one day, attending one session. There was something in my soul, heart, mind, and body that needed to heal, that needed to transform. There was a reason why I was experiencing sickness. I was in my late 20s. But there's a reason why I was experiencing that. At that time, I was teaching mathematics in the public schools. And I would probably say I was stressed out. So stress was affecting my physical body. It could have been other things as well. So there's something in my field, in my body, something in my soul, in my heart that needed transformation. So I was searching for something. So I came across a flyer one day, and it said Patricia Smith Qigong for healing. So well, maybe this isn't for me. That's actually what I was thinking. Maybe this is for me. And Qigong was really good for relaxing me, but it didn't heal my high blood pressure. But then Patricia started to show us these techniques called one hand near, one hand far. And it was about bringing energy and moving the energy in the physical body. That was very new to me, but I was willing to give it a try. So I was trying this practice called one hand near, one hand far. And I was doing that daily. And at first, I didn't really feel much. I could feel maybe just more relaxed, but I didn't really see any improvement in my well-being. But it was like 3 months later, after doing it 1 hour a day for 3 months, that's like, wow, I'm feeling more energy in my body. I would come home from work, and instead of feeling tired, I was energized. So I thought, something's working. Something's happening inside my physical body. Something was happening in my field, around my organs, around my whole body. And I didn't know how to explain it. I can explain it now, but at that time I didn't know how to explain it. But there was something happening within me. And then 6 months later, that's when I really saw like, wow, now I actually could feel my blood pressure going down, because I could feel it. When I would come home from work, I could literally feel the pressure, the inflammation inside my body. And so I knew I could, I could feel it inside. I knew when I was not well. I knew when the blood pressure was very high. And so I could feel that, wow, there's something actually happening inside of me. So 6 months later, there was starting to be now some improvements in my well-being and my blood pressure. It was 1 year later where the blood pressure became normalized. And that's when I could say that since then, actually, my blood pressure has been normal. So I wanted to share with that story because what was very important for my healing journey was daily practice. Daily practice is chanting mantras, special sounds that vibrate our organs, that vibrate our cells in the body. We need to be in a positive field. When I was chanting, I was creating a positive field inside of my body, but also outside of my body. So when the field changes, I like to think of it, think of sadness. When we're sad, you feel a heaviness on the lungs. So the field, all the organs have a field around them. And when you're happy, when you're healthy, that field is radiating beautiful light. It's shining throughout your body. It's nourishing you. You feel good, okay? But when you're sad, you feel the density, the heaviness. So that's a low density field. So there's a message of sickness in the body when we're sick. When we have a relationship struggle, when we have a relationship issue, what happens? We don't feel good in our heart. The field around our heart has been transformed. It's gone down, actually. We're hurt, or we're angry, or we're upset. So the field diminishes. So, and that, when your finances is flourishing, the chi, the energy is flowing, the field is positive, and things flow. So the daily practice helped me to create a positive energy field in my soul, heart, mind, and body. And that helped me in my journey of healing and transformation. And for me personally, it took me 1 year of daily practice for 1 year, 1 hour a day. And I was committed. I was very committed to doing that practice. So that was part of my journey of, using the techniques of Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha for healing myself. Now, this was 20 years ago. Master Sha he's developed his techniques to a whole new level. Now in 2021, I met him in late 2001. Now in 2021, he has taken his techniques to a whole new level that when we use them, we can accelerate the process of our healing and transformation. That's what's so powerful and unique. And he does this through a very unique field. He creates a field through what's called Tao calligraphy healing field. I have one calligraphy right behind me just so that you could, see one. But what this calligraphy field does, just imagine a whole room just full of calligraphies that create a positive energy field. They carry messages of love, of forgiveness, of compassion, of light. These are qualities of the source. Love melts all blockages. Forgiveness brings peace, inner joy to your heart. Compassion boosts your energy, your stamina, your vitality, your immunity, and more. These qualities create a positive source healing field. When we have, we have a field, but it's a human field. We have blockages, we have attachments, mindsets, ego, whatnot. We could carry messages of sickness connected with our health and well-being. All of that drops our energy field down. What we need is to uplift our energy field, bring in more positive messages of love and light into our body to be able to heal and to transform blockages in our life. So we now do practices like I did 20 years ago, but we do the practices within the Tao calligraphy healing field. And we connect in a much faster way to the source frequency vibration to be able to heal ourselves. So what I have personally seen with people is that the process of healing has dramatically accelerated over the past 20 years that I've been doing these practices. Okay? I just want to say hello to people who are commenting. Let's say hello to a few of them. Continue to share your messages. If anybody has any questions as well, feel free to ask any questions. Welcome, Rose from North Toronto. Iru, so honored to be here. Greatest love from San Francisco. Mavami, welcome. Zag from Montreal. We have Rosetta from Australia, welcome. Cash, I want to transform just like you, Master Francisco. I'm sure with daily practice. Yes, daily practice, Cash. Very important. I cannot emphasize daily practice enough. Daily practice is like a lifesaver. When you do your daily practice, you feel good, and your whole day, it just totally changes the energy. It gets you out of that stuck energy, so it really uplifts you, and you just feel so much better. That it's not that life is going to be perfect, but your life can be much more smooth, more relaxed, more calm, more peaceful in your heart. That you can tackle all the obstacles that come with more love, with more peace, with more harmony. So yeah, persistence. You need to have persistence. Welcome, Irma. It's always wonderful to listen to you and learn. Thank you for being here. Andrea, this is incredible persistence and faith. Not easy in this day and age. Nice inspiration for each of us. Yes, I cannot emphasize again. I'm gonna say that a lot today. Practice, practice, practice. I know myself, I always feel so much better when I practice. And the day that I forget to practice, the days are like, they're not the most funnest days, or challenges feel like there's a big mountain. So make sure you practice. Welcome, Rita from Malaysia. Very nice to have people from Malaysia. Isho from New York, and Tess. Hello from Toronto, and welcome, Iwana. Okay, so now the reason I mentioned that is, we have a program here in Toronto. It's our signature program. It's called the Wellness Boost, okay? It's going to be the March Wellness Boost because we're going to start it on March. Actually, let me get the date for you. We're going to start it. The introductory session starts this Friday on the 26th. And then the formal daily practice is going to start on Monday, March 1st. So what can that do for you? Just imagine being in the field of love and light, being showered with nourishment. It will uplift your frequency vibration. It will give you the energy that you need to overcome your challenges. We're going to do a practice today, but we're going to do it later in the session. Just wanted to mention, and the March Wellness Boost comes with daily practice. So you don't have to do this alone. When I was doing this, I did it all alone. I would go see a teacher once a week, and then the rest of the time I was alone. I had the commitment and I had the persistence. But I know many people don't have that. They need a community to tap into, to connect to. So in the March Wellness Program, you're going to get that daily practice. You're going to, share or work. Al and Chuck, these are colleagues of mine. They're also going to be leading the program as well as others. And you'll meet Alan here today. He's here with us. And, you're going to be in that field. Be in a field of, a group of people chanting together to transform our well-being. Now, you're also going to get a little bit more, but that daily practice is one thing that, that you're going to get. And it's Monday through Friday, not just once a week. It's Monday through Friday, every day, 1 hour a day. So you get your practice done, okay? Those morning practice sessions are 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And for those of you, I know I see a lot of people from different parts of the world. It's recorded. So for those of you who are in different time zones, they're all recorded sessions so that you can listen to your daily practice when you come after work or when you wake up in the morning in a different time zone. So that you get, so all of that will be available for you. Okay, Irma said, so true. These days when a practice does not happen, life does not occur the same. Yes, that's so true. Tash, I need to develop persistency in all practices. And welcome, Christian. Happy to be here. So grateful. And Andrea said, the daily calls are so helpful, and doing it with others really helps and makes the time go much quicker. No thought, just practice. Yeah, wonderful. Continue to share, everybody. So how does this work? It worked for me, and 20 years ago, when I realized that it worked for me, I wanted to find out, does it work for others? And that's when I started to receive training from Master Sha to be one of his certified teachers, to be able to teach this to others, to empower others to heal themselves. So, and miraculously, I traveled around the world and I saw so much healing and transformation. Everywhere I would go, people doing these practices, I would see people from all walks of life, from everyone. People with frozen shoulders, all of a sudden, they would lift their arms up and the shoulder was just like, wow. I was even shocked, like, wow, is this like, how could this be happening? I saw people heal from cancer. I saw people heal from fibromyalgia, Crohn's disease. I'm just listing off a few. I saw people receive profound healing in their lives. And that's what became very heart-touching, that I eventually wanted to dedicate my life to do this. And it didn't stop, though, with health. I saw people transform their lives in their relationships, people who were going to get divorces, and suddenly there was love and harmony in their relationship again. I saw people whose businesses, began to flourish. So I knew there was something to this. So I wanted, how does this work? And the way this works is through a principle or a law, actually. It's called the law of Shen Qi Jing. And what is it? Shen is a Mandarin word, and it means the soul, the heart, and the mind. The qi is the energy, the jing is the matter. And in Western medicine, we focus a lot on the jing, the matter. When we get sick, we take a pill. Or if someone has a tumor, they cut the tumor off. Chinese medicine, they focus on the qi, promoting the qi to flow in the body. Master Sha went a little bit different. He said, heal the soul first. Heal the heart, heal the soul and the heart first. Then healing of the mind and body will follow. So he was using these techniques to bring about and to remove, to transform the negative messages that are affecting our soul and our heart. These are the negative messages of sickness that we carry in our body, in our cells, in our DNA, in RNA, in our genes. We are empowered to be able to transform negative messages of sickness or negative messages that block our relationships, our finances, or more. So the Tao calligraphy healing field is a positive field that provides us with like nourishment. Think of it like spiritual nourishment. It carries a high vibration that when we do the practices, we are transforming negative messages of sickness and replacing it with positive messages like success, good health, healthy heart, loving relationships, and more. The reason you need the daily practice is that it's like being washed. You go through one washing, it removes a little bit of blockages. You go through another washing, you get another cleansing, and then you just keep cleansing and cleansing away the blockages. Eventually, when you have cleared enough, that's when you start to feel the difference in your life. That's why I said in the beginning, it took me 3 months to notice, wow, there's something actually happening. For some people, that could be a day. It could be instant. It could be a week. It could be a few months. It could be a year, like what took me. It could be a few years. But something is happening to heal the soul and the heart. And when enough blockages have been transformed, you will feel much, much better. You will not only feel better, you will begin to rejuvenate and shine brighter light in every aspect of your life. Okay? So, we're going to now bring on one of our guest teachers. He's Alan Chuck, and he's also serves at Master Sha's Tao Center. And he's going to share a little bit more about the importance of these. Okay, so let us bring on Alan, and he'll be welcome, Alan.
Thank you, Francisco. Welcome, everyone. So, like Francisco, I've received great transformation over the 20 years that I've been a student of Master Sha. And I haven't suffered from any physical health issues of significance, nothing acute like high blood pressure for Francisco. But what brought me to Master Sha was that my wife was suffering tremendously from debilitating pain, disabling, excruciating pain. And nobody could help her for 3 months. She went to all kinds of doctors, specialists, alternative healers, and she was tested inside out, up and down, and nobody could even diagnose any issues with her. But we finally met Master Sha. We made an appointment with him. And in that 20-minute consultation, for the first time in months, he gave my wife relief. He gave us hope. And like Francisco was saying, all these miraculous healings that we witnessed in those early years. And I didn't understand what he was doing either. I do now, much better. But we just knew that the result was there. The result was almost instant. Now, Francisco is a much better example of practice probably than I am. He's a great example for me in many ways. But one of the first practices that I did with some dedication was a foundational energy practice. And that is probably the practice that I've done the most over the 20 years with the tools and with the gifts and the techniques that we've learned from Master Sha. And as a result, I would say my energy is very good. It's in many ways, it's better than it was 20 years ago when I met Master Sha. I'm a senior. I believe I'm rejuvenating also, as Francisco said earlier. And my mind is clear most of the time. And I feel very grounded. And I can serve a lot every day. So, these effects, these benefits for me are cumulative. They're not sudden overnight, but they're definitely cumulative over time. And other people as well notice a great difference in me from a few years ago, 10 years ago, even 15 years ago. They can see that transformation. And where I feel like maybe I've received the greatest transformation is in wellness. We're offering this wellness boost, but that's not only physical. An important part of our wellness is emotional and mental. And we make it easy for you, 4 weeks. We schedule everything for you. We lead you in these practices. We teach you techniques that you can do on your own. And, I just saw a recent study that's very relevant to this, that a recent study from Brown University in the United States studied the effects of mindfulness meditation. And most meditations are mindful meditations, right? If you use a meditation app, if you've joined some meditation groups before, if you've practiced your own meditation before, you've probably focused on mindfulness, paying attention to your breathing, for example, focusing on something that makes you grateful, happy, appreciative, things like that, right? So the study said that the mindfulness meditation, of course, it had benefits in many ways. But one of the major benefits came when people did it with a support group, when people did it in a social setting with others. When they got that support of others, the benefits really explained the majority of the benefits that people received. So when you join the Wellness Boost, we not only have everything scheduled out for you, okay, you are in a very, very loving and supportive group. Francisco is very loving and supportive. Cher is very loving and supportive. I think I'm pretty loving and supportive. And also when you do these practices that you learn on your own, outside of the scheduled practices that we do together, the power of doing these practices together is magnified as well. But when you do them on your own, you're going to learn things that you can take away and do on your own, beyond the 4 weeks of the wellness program, and even during the wellness program as well. And, we honor all forms of meditation because they all try to bring more health, more happiness to you, right? But I would say that our forms of meditation, our techniques for healing and transformation are a little unique, maybe very unique, because they're not only mindful. Yes, we do use the mind power, but they're not only mindful, but they use our heart a lot. They're heartful. But ultimately, our techniques, our practices are driven by the power of our soul, our spirit. And we use that power, not only of our own soul, but of other souls, which is the message that we carry, which is the information that we and others carry to generate the love and light, to bring in the love and light from the Tao calligraphies, from the universe, from the source, the ultimate creator. So experience these unique forms of meditation and practice, and experience them in a most loving and supportive environment, because you're actually going to be supporting the other participants as well as being supported by Francisco, Cher, me. And so I will say for myself that, maybe you're not dealing with any physical health issues, but aren't we all dealing with challenges in all areas of our life? Especially with the current situation still, with the pandemic, with all kinds of political turmoil, cultural turmoil, with natural disasters and more, economic challenges. I'm sure you've experienced some stress, some anxiety, and maybe many people have experienced serious challenges like serious depression and more. I would say that for me, one of the greatest changes in my wellness, since I wasn't dealing with physical challenges, the greatest change for me has been in my emotional and mental wellness. Now, I can say that I'm very grounded. I'm very peaceful in my mind. I'm very balanced in my emotions. I don't get angry, which I used to a lot. I don't get sad, which I experienced deeply before as well. All these things have kind of evened out, and I'm much more balanced and grounded mentally and emotionally. And this has enabled me to be more resilient as well with all the challenges that are facing us day to day, all the challenges that you face day to day. Don't you want more resiliency? Don't you need more resiliency to go through all these challenges and be able to help yourself better, transform all your challenges to positivity, positive energy, positive thoughts, positive messages, positive everything. You're going to bathe in a field of wellness. You're going to bathe in a field of positivity every day, love, light, and more. And you're going to just increase the level of that positivity in your soul, heart, mind, and body. And that is where true wellness can be achieved, because it all starts with the soul, or the messages that we carry in our body, in our mind, in our heart. So think of this as a total well-being program. It's not just for any specific issue. Of course, you want to focus on your biggest challenges, but think of it as like a total wellness program, because it will help you reach total wellness. For me, in my body, which was pretty well there, but it's helped me maintain good health. It's helped me prevent sickness. It's helped me rejuvenate and more. But more than that, wellness in my heart, wellness in my mind, wellness in my relationships, in every part of my life. So I will now like to offer a blessing for everyone with an empowerment that I've received. And the technique in using this is very simple. In fact, we're offering a training in this. I'll share a little more shortly. But this is something called Tao hands. They are healing hands of light and love. So they're invisible to the normal eye. And that's one thing about the Wellness Boost. You're not only doing these practices together with maybe 50, I hope we have 100 of you join our March Wellness Boost. Imagine the power of meditating, of practicing together with 50 or 100 people led by one of us master teachers in the Tao calligraphy healing field. You have to experience it, okay? You're going to get a little taste from this blessing of what that can be like. But, you know, you may have some obstacles to joining, but don't hesitate. As Francisco said, all the sessions are recorded. If the timings are not convenient for you, you can watch, you can listen, you can times that are convenient for you. And the power of the group, the power of the practice will not be diminished one speck, because the true power resides in the information, in the message, in the soul, in all the souls of all the participants, okay? So let me offer you a blessing, and I invite other Tao Hands practitioners to join me in offering this blessing. So I'm going to offer you the blessing to remove any obstacles to your joining the March Wellness Boost as appropriate, because Francisco, Cher, and I would love nothing more than for you to join it, because we're here to serve. Our teacher, Master Sha, says in many of his books, the first line, the purpose of life is to serve. And that's what we're here for as his teachers, as his healers, to help you achieve greater health, to help you achieve greater happiness in every aspect of your life. So prepare to receive this blessing. You can make one personal request, but it will also be a blessing for everyone here to remove any challenges, any obstacles to your joining the March Wellness Boost. If you can join, we will be very happy. Francisco, Cher, and I will be so happy that we will be able to serve you when you join, okay? And you learn more about the details. The fees are so generous, okay? All right, everybody, close your eyes, focus on your personal request, or focus on your heart, the most important organ in our bodies. You can put one hand over your heart, one hand over your lower abdomen. This is the foundational area that I talked about in my practices earlier. And we will ask all the Tao Hands practitioners to join us to offer a blessing to everybody viewing as appropriate for their personal requests and to remove any challenges or obstacles to joining the March Wellness Boost. Blessing starts. Silent blessing. I'll just say a little bit about how does this work. It is a field that is coming from my hand. It is a field that I carry permanently, 24/7. And we, all of us Tao Hands practitioners, can call upon it at any time and ask it to come to each of you, to whomever we are offering a healing, a blessing to. And so this field is coming to you from me, from my hand, my Tao Hands, and many other Tao Hands practitioners currently on this program. And this is bringing you a field of beautiful light, a field that is full of love. Love melts all blockages and transforms all life. A beautiful field of positive messages, positive information, positive consciousness, positive thoughts, positive energy to transform the negativity in anything that could be blocking you from joining the March Wellness Boost, or whatever negativity is causing you the challenges in your personal request. Continue to receive this silent blessing of positive Shen Qi Jing, as Francisco said. One more minute. And this is not just any positive frequency and vibration. It is a very high frequency vibration, positive Shen Qi Jing. That's why it carries such transformative power. It's like turning on a bright light to shine away the clouds that are blockages in you, in your soul, heart, mind, and body. Like a blast of sunshine. Okay, blessing ends, and we say how, which means good, get well. Thank you for removing the negativities. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you to all Tao Hands practitioners, to our Tao Hands, and to learn more, we're offering training. It's just 2.5 days, Friday evening, Saturday from 10 to 5, and Sunday from 10 to 5 Eastern Time. And we are offering that training this weekend. So you can learn more. You'll hear some announcements at the end of this program. You can apply, take the training, and you can do exactly what I have just done with the other Tao Hands practitioners on this call, on this program. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Francisco, Sheer, and everyone. I will hand it back now to Francisco.
Thank you, Alan. Powerful, powerful Tao Hands blessing. Thank you, Alan, for joining us today. Okay, I see Jalisa earlier said, very excited for this. Tash, I think what I achieved through these practices is change of perspective, which had an impact in some aspects of my life. Wonderful. Continue to share, everybody. I see lots of gratitude now. Okay. So yes, you could also become a Tao Hands practitioner. We do have a training this coming weekend. Email our Toronto Center, and we'll post the link there, and you'll find out more about that program. Okay. Tash said, wow, that was a real blast. A lot of tingling in my head, and my entire body was covered with a blanket of light. Okay. I see lots of people sending their love to Alan. Wonderful. So the wellness program also, includes, so we have the daily practice. It also includes what's called Tao Calligraphy Healing Field sessions. And there's 3 sessions per week for a whole month. It includes the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field light massage. That is my favorite. You just get to lie down at home on your bed or on your sofa or sit in a meditative position and just be in this field of love and light and allow yourself to relax. It's a relaxation session. And the light massage is important because many of us are stressed out and our bodies need to relax in order to be able to heal. So the light massage provides that. Think of it like a bath of just light that's nourishing you. And then there's a meditation where you get to meditate in the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. And meditation helps the cells to vibrate, the cells to bring in light into the cells, to bring in energy into the cells. And so you're creating transformation at the cellular level in the body. And then there's Tao Calligraphy Tai Chi, where you're doing body movement to help promote energy to flow in the body. So you're doing all of that 3 times a week, plus you're doing the daily practice. And then you're doing that every week for the whole month of March. So that's a wonderful way to really, now's a perfect time actually to start thinking about your wellness. Springtime's a very good time. The month of March, we're going to start to go into spring at the end of March. And you want your energy to be nice and full of energy, stamina, vitality, immunity, but also to feel better, to be able to enjoy, whatever you're doing. Okay. Or if things are challenging in your community, this will strengthen your immune system as well. Okay. So we're going to bring on a guest who has taken the wellness program, and she's going to share shortly a little bit about her journey of the wellness program and her healing story. So give me a second. So let us bring Krista on at this time. Welcome, Krista. If you could share your story.
Hi. Well, I joined because of post-COVID syndrome. I actually believe that I have had COVID twice. The first time was last year, December of year before last. And I became very ill, and that was before there was testing or anything. You really didn't know what was going on. It was really early in the pandemic. And I had a terrible inflammatory condition after that. And I was working with Francisco a little bit with that, starting around March, because I was trying to do it by myself, and it wasn't shifting. I do have a Chinese doctor that I was working with, but it was really, beyond what we were capable of handling. And there were multiple times I thought I was going to have to go to the emergency room. But I called Francisco. He was helping me with that. And we did a lot of work with that. And I really started to make a lot of progress and come out of it. It took me a long time, many months. And right as I was starting to come out of it, I got COVID again in this past December that just, happened. So I believe it was the mutation. So the first time it really kind of was more in the upper respiratory area, and the second time it was all in the digestive system, and it literally just fried me completely. It fried my adrenals, it fried my nervous system, it fried my organs, it fried my digestive system. I was just burnt. That I did have to go to the emergency room the second time. So, again, Francisco, I call Francisco because he's always been really great working with me. And I try to just immediately call him when things are happening in like a critical time. But we've been doing some things. And I was, trying to crawl out of this dark, it's really scary, traumatic place. My body was lost. And really, once your body's lost, it's very scary. You just cannot, you don't feel like yourself. Anybody who's had a lot of trauma, emotional or otherwise, understands that feeling. There's like a chasm between, like your body and who you once were. It's a tremendous dark place, and really scary because you just don't know how you can get yourself back. So really trying to crawl out of that, a lot of blessings. And so I had the opportunity to do the wellness boost. And for me, where I'm at right now is a really different place than a month ago when it started. Dramatic difference. So, even just things like feeling joy, was not available for me. And I noticed even the last couple days, just joy coming back. And it seems like a small thing. It's really not. When you feel that you cannot experience joy anymore, you get very hopeless. So I'm amazingly grateful, just even for, if that was all I got, it would be beyond, a treasure. But there's so much more that you receive. I mean, I know maybe if you're new, you don't really think, oh, well, I know what love and light is or whatever. I know, you don't understand the word field or whatever, and you think the feeling of love and light, but it's not like that. That's like a third dimensional kind of idea of love and light. But this experience and what this is it has a substance. It has a presence. There is a profound, relief and release from a density. I mean, I would travel to the ends of the earth for that feeling. It's so immensely pleasurable to be in that field. I mean, it's just so pleasant. And I just, whatever your struggles are, your problems, whatever level that you're at, I just can't imagine that, allowing yourself to experience this, giving yourself that would just benefit your life exponentially in any way. It's such a fertile field. So whatever seeds you plant in there will grow. It doesn't matter if they're emotional or a relationship or, a health challenge. It's a multi-dimensional fertile field of just spiritual, nourishment or goodness, or whatever you want to say, unconditional, love, or however you want to describe it, but it's there. And what you put into it, I mean, you're obviously the secret ingredient to your success. So what you put into it, it will meet you and more. And the teachers are so amazing. The blessings they give always at the end of the practices, you feel that, just that additional, I mean, the practices are already powerful with the group and everything, but when the teachers give those additional blessings, it's just a whole nother wave of just, boost. And, those are special. That's a special part of it too. And then the light massage too is amazing. It's like a, like a multi-dimensional spiritual spa. Like if you could go to a spa in some other dimension for healing, that's what it would be. So if you want to step into that and have that kind of experience, this is the place to do it. I think there's so many crazy like challenges that, like with me, just there's out of the box kind of challenges on a whole other level than I think what humanity's had to deal with before. And I think you have to have some kind of really powerful out of the box thing to match it. I think that's the horizon that we're on, and this is the place that will meet you with those kind of level of challenges. So I can't think of anything, any reason not to allow yourself that experience. There's nothing. The only thing that will come of it is something wonderful will happen in your life on some level. So I think, that's the gist of what I wanted to say. But also too, there's like an element where you can have like a consultation with one of the teachers. And I would say, really, think about that, because it's very comprehensive, experience, but that is a dimension especially if you're dealing with something super challenging, I would say, please allow yourself that benefit. It's just for those really deep-rooted, really chronic or life-threatening things, or I think you know, do that for yourself. They're very special. I mean, Francisco, if you're listening to me, I have thanked you a million times, but you helped me so much, and I just couldn't have gotten through this without you. And I just appreciate this so much, and I appreciate the program. So, like, immense gratitude for this. And you know, Alan's right. They make it all easy. You just have to show up. And I will say too that I did notice something really cool. I would do the morning practice in the same place every day. And as you go into it, I noticed as the days went by, like it was a really cool, like a building of the energy, and it was like, you know, just getting more intense, and even like some presence or something I would feel like when I would come to sit down to do the practice, there was a presence already there waiting for me. Cause I guess you know, it's like, she's going to be there at 9 o'clock and we're ready. And like, I would just sit down even to just begin the process to get on. And all of a sudden stuff would start flowing in, insights and, you know, just energy and, you know, shifts and all kinds of stuff. And that did grow as the days went on, and the energy just really built. So that was really, I don't know how many other people experienced that. I actually would be curious to know, but I really did notice that, the energy building. And so the group and, you know, everything that goes with it, I think is a part of that. But I think that's the power of doing something every day at the same time in the same place. So I mean,
thank you, Krista. That was amazing. We loved that sharing. I see so many comments on there.
I hope I didn't overshare, but it was a lot. I mean, it's been intense.
No, you said it so beautifully. Thank you, Krista, for taking the time to be here. I see so many positive comments. Love you, Krista. They're all giving you love. Thank you for your honesty, heart-touching story. Very beautiful. Thank you. You had a different way to explain the program, but I really appreciate it, and it's been wonderful to work with you as well.
I appreciate it so much. And jump in, you guys. Jump in. Really.
Wonderful.
You won't regret it.
Thank you, Krista, for joining us. So as Krista said, jump in, okay? Jump into the wellness program, the March Wellness Boost. It's going to start this Friday, the introductory session on Friday the 26th. And our daily practice is going to start on March 1st. And you get a whole month of the Wellness Boost. I think Krista summarized it in a very beautiful way. You also get the daily practices, the Tao calligraphy field sessions, and then you can get discounts on our personal consultations with Cher, Alan, or I. And it's just a big field of love and light to heal and to transform your life. So don't miss that. We will post all the links for you to join, and also think about your family members, your loved ones. This is not just for you. When you join the program, you could also, register loved ones. And as you're practicing, as you're doing these practices, you could also be sending the healing blessings to your loved ones as well. So I thank you all from my heart and soul. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Krista. This was a beautiful session. I'll just read a few more comments here. Iwana, thank you for Krista for her heart sharing. Sue's power, the power of love, soul hugs. Jen, I definitely felt the field gathering from doing daily practices. Shauna sends her hearts. Cher said, great sharing, Krista. You have wonderful clarity about how the program works. Jalissa, thank you, Krista. Hilda sends her love. Milana said, the wellness program is an amazing program with unique healing techniques and practices that empowers you physically and emotionally. You feel better each time after the practices, meditation, and healing field. So don't miss that. Join us, okay? Be with us to experience transformation. We love you all. We thank you all. And we look forward to seeing all of you in our daily practices in the March Wellness Boost. So thank you, everyone. And we'll pass it now to Alexia to do the final closing. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Francisco. And thank you so much, Alan and Krista. Wow, this was such a powerful session. Krista's share, see so many comments of everyone for this heartfelt share, for you sharing your experience from your heart and soul so openly with each and every one of us, and just helping us to connect more deeply to the Wellness Boost and the power and significance of this program, and to hear the teachings and sharings and wisdom and receive the blessings from Alan and Francisco, our leading teachers, along with Cher here at the Master Sha Tao Center Toronto, and Venye. We are so grateful for this program, for their wisdom and blessings, and for each and every single one of you who have joined us today from all around the world. There's people from so many different time zones. We're in the morning, we're in the evening, we're in the afternoon, and that is the greatest blessing as well. One of the greatest aspects of the Wellness Boost is that it is recorded. And so the whole month you have access to these healing fields, to the morning calls, and more. So click the link in the description of this video to learn more about the Wellness Boost and to register, because the Wellness Boost starts very soon. It starts March 1st, and the Friday prior to that, in the private Facebook group, there is an orientation with the master teachers. So there's lots to look forward to, and you can always connect and reach out if you have any questions at all. We look forward to connecting with you, and we welcome you back here next week for a very, very, very special Experience the Power of series. And next week is with none other than Cynthia Devereaux. So Cynthia is one of the leading master teacher healer practitioners of all of the Tao Academy across the world. And she is, I believe, the only lineage holder of Dr. and Master Sha. So most definitely, we encourage you, we invite you to return here Wednesday at 7, and please join our other Facebook events as well. So love you, love you, love you, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye, everybody.